Shalom, Shalom, Israel. With the Israelites, we come in every single week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wahal, Kodash, Rakah. We want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles. Peace salutations to the hopeful elect, which are Akim and Yifyu Akwafyam. The Most High's name is Yahweh, which means He exists. His only begotten Son's name is Yahushai, which means He deliverer, man. Alright? And before the intro, we're seeing the testableness, taking place, man. If you can show that on the camera, man. The testableness that's going on. A man wearing red, putting his hair like a woman. This is what goes on in Babylon, man, every single time, man.
High heels.
A man wearing high heels and dressing up like a damn faggedy daggedy dad that he is. That's the reason why Daniel chapter 7 and verse 21. Yeah, because they're wearing out the saints of the Most High, man. They're wearing out the saints with all the garbage and all the trash that's going on, man. That's why the Lord is coming to set judgment on this place, man. He's coming to burn this place with fire. Because there's been too much wickedness. Everyone has been enjoying being wicked. So now we're coming to bring the judgment, man. Because before the Lord comes to judge the empire, He comes to send His prophets. And after He sends His prophets, guess what happens? He sends the judgment, man. It's just like someone knocking on your door. They're giving you an indication that they're coming, man. And then when they knock on the door, after that, the door's going to be open, man. So
just like the weather, man.
Exactly.
The weatherman gives your forecasters.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one. Yeah.
If you don't get away, you'll get your umbrellas or wrap up.
Yeah.
Get cold and get wet.
That's right. So like, let me find it because basically what's going on, man, is Daniel 7 and 20. 25. So like, wait, hang on. Yeah, cut. Yeah.
This is Daniel chapter 7 verse 25.
Yeah.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Yeah.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Yeah.
And to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand unto times and dividing of times.
What does that mean? He's wearing out the saints of the Most High, meaning that this devil is making a lot of frustration happen upon the men of the Lord, man. Because the reason why this devil is making a lot of frustration, because any little thing, even if you want to buy toothpaste,
and the first frustration, like when we started, that's frustration.
That's
allowing
the first...
damn men to wear high heels and be like a damn woman. That's frustrating, man.
That's right. The first frustration is really, even on and off the camera, man. Because these Edomites, even when you want to purchase something, they put pork inside the toothpaste, man. I wouldn't even be surprised if water had sugar or pork inside there, man. This is the kind of madness that's going on a day-to-day basis, and our people are okay with it, man. But nah, to hell with that, man. We're against this demonic system that's going on, man. And really, to be honest with you, Esau can't just wait for the men of the Lord to be beamed up so he can have fun with you guys, man. That's really what it is, man. Because once the elect are sealed, get Revelation 7 and 1, man. Because once the elect are sealed, yeah, that's when Esau's really going to have fun with you, Jakes, man. Now the devil is really going to show you what he's about, man. Because right now the devil is disguising himself as the angel of light, man. He's playing Mr. Nice Guy, man. But the scripture says that Esau is a bloody man. And very, very soon he's going to start tackling a lot of you Jakes, man. So bring it up.
Revelation chapter 7 verse 1.
Yeah.
And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth,
yeah,
holding the 4 winds of the earth.
Yeah.
That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Yeah.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Did you just hear that? So the angel just said, don't even hurt the earth, So but that mighty angel that gave commands was Yahweh Shai. He commanded what? Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. Those are the 4 angels that our Lord Yahweh Shai gave commands to, saying, don't hurt the earth until the servants of our power are sealed, man. Alright? And that shows you right there that the minute the elect is sealed, there's going to be a lot of hurt that's coming, man. There's going to be a lot of pain that's coming. And you know, you're not going to have a standard lifted up because you don't even know the name of the Lord, man. So how are you going to, basically, you're being kept defenseless, man. Esau's just going to have fun and just blast you to hell and back, man, because you're not a threat to the enemy, man. You're not a threat to Esau. Esau doesn't see you as someone that's a threat, man.
And he's getting everything taken away from him.
Yeah.
He's like a sport brat.
He's losing everything, man. His infrastructure, his empire, the wealth and resources that he has, everything is going down, man. That's the reason why they're investing into the underground bunkers, so that they can hide from the Armageddon and you know what's coming, man. Because really these devils, they know they don't do anything outside of the script, you know. Esau's fine being the devil, but our people are reading John 3:16 as if Esau is their friend,
What
man.
happened to John 3:16 in slavery?
What happened to John 3:16 during the 1500s, man? I bet you they weren't reading that one when they were hanging and burning our people, eh? But all of a sudden, they want us to be foolish people and read John 3:16, man. When the scripture says, they that hate you will reign over you, man. So wouldn't that make me a fool to love people that have a perfect hatred for me? You know? So I hate these devils, man. It's a mutual feeling. Because they don't have no respect for us, man. Alright? And really, to be honest with you, a lot of you jakes are making these heathens have no respect for you, man. Because you're making a mockery out of yourself, man. Sometimes when you see what Jake does on TikTok, on Instagram, on all these social media platforms, that's the reason why these heathens have no respect for you, because you're making a mockery out of yourself, man. And really, the Lord is gonna deactivate this TikTok thing, so really he can you know, show you guys that this thing ain't no game, man. You know, you got Jake doing Afro beats, bossy, mana bossy, some foolishness. You know, the Lord didn't design the nation of Israel to be mana bossy and some foolishness, man. The Lord, the reason why he built, Jeremiah 51 and 20, man. The Lord designed the Israelites to be a battle axe, man. Not to be some, 51 and 20. Yeah, the Lord didn't design the Israelite man to be some clown making some Afro beat and some R&B and not even serving. And even if you do have talent, how in any way are you glorifying Yahweh Shimi Al Shai?
Like, you know, any awards, mobile American awards. What do they say? They say, oh, thank God and all that. They ain't got a clue, man. Thank God. Thank God,
which really the God that they serve is the God of this world, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. And with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So that's another cup for everyone. Man.
So everyone. What do you use a battle axe to do? Use a battle axe to smash things, man. So the Lord said that the Israelite man is his battle axe, man. And like the brother said, that clarifies and shows you that it's not for everyone, man. Because what's the point of having a battle axe if you don't use it, man? What's the point of having an axe and then you're just standing there doing nothing? Even just an axe itself, man, it's used to take things down, man. You don't just have an axe out there and be like, oh, I'm having an axe just to have an axe. You use the axe to cut off a tree. So when the Lord says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, he's not only saying you are a battle axe, he's also being more detailed, saying weapons of war, man. And that's the reason why anytime a lot of these celebrities say stuff like Israelites, all of a sudden their social media platform gets shut down, man.
Exactly.
Which really, we've warned you celebrities.
But them Joe, man, the jewelers are like, I can't be, I'm gonna laugh, your mum's laughing when you're dead and all this wickedness. Well, that's alright.
They even make bars saying that in the funeral they're gonna slay more niggas, man. How wicked is that?
Well, when you say you're East Israelite,
Everything is taken down, man.
man,
Which really the devil is showing a performance of his weakness, man. That's what it is. Because anytime you flag down our videos, it's a sign of showing that you're a sore loser, man. And it's a sign of showing that really this truth is cutting them to the marrow. Get Hebrews 4 and 12. This truth is cutting these devils so badly to the point where they're like, oh, I can't take this no more. We just got to just take it down, man.
that burns them, man.
It burns them, man.
That burns them.
The word cuts you, man. But yeah, bring it out. Hebrews 4 and 12.
Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. For the word of power is quick and powerful,
Yeah.
and sharper than any two-edged
Do you
sword.
know what it says too? You know those samurais that
I
have
was just
those,
thinking of that.
you know, swords,
You know
yeah?
two edges? Is that the two edges like that?
Yeah. The
two edges, isn't
the
it,
left
the sword?
side and the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
side,
yeah.
man. You know a samurai, yeah? In China they have samurais. They have some
One
super
slice
duper
can
sharp swords.
slice your whole body.
You know,
One slice, the whole body's done.
one little slice can cut everything down, man. But the Lord said that this word itself is even sharper than a two-edged sword.
Yeah, piercing even to the divided asunder of soul and spirit,
Yeah.
of the joints and the marrow,
Yeah.
and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Because sometimes you might bring out some people. The reason why it says the thoughts is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Because sometimes, yeah, someone might be thinking to ask you a question, but then you bring out the precept before they even try to utter the question, man.
Cuts them.
It cuts them automatically by default, man.
Because inside them they're already a demon, man.
Exactly.
Or they're going off, you know.
You know?
Cuts.
And you got these reprobates out there saying stuff like, oh, you know, come back to Jesus and all that nonsense. You don't even know that the letter J when it was created, man. And even if you go into detail on that Jesus bullshit, yeah, the first ever cargo slave ship was called the Good Ship Jesus, man. The Good Ship Jesus. Straight from West Africa, straight to the Caribbean island and the Americas, man. That's the ship that took our people from that region of the world to another region, man. It's funny how this thing is making noise. You see that? But anyways, yeah.
Hebrews is what I'm cutting.
Can't. So anyways, man, get Revelation 19 and 10, man. Yeah? Because we're all about prophecy up here, man. Because we're all about prophecy up here. If paracetamol can cure headache, that means the proof is in the pudding. You know? So basically saying that if what we say according to the Bible happens in the future, then it's unrefutable, man. You know? If something is you know, factually proven, you can't come against that. Now people can say stuff like, oh, well, we're saying things that are you know, not gonna happen, or how can we believe that UFOs are in the Bible? How can we believe in spiritual power and all these kind of things? Really, it's because
Mate, I've got asthma. Is it alright? Just go down there. I've got asthma. Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, mate. I don't want to get cancer.
you know, so Jake has a slavery mindset, man. The whole thought pattern of believing that there's extraterrestrial angels driving the chariot vehicles. Jake doesn't have the mindset of thinking that, man. But yeah,
Revelation 19 and 10.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 19 verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him.
Yeah.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
Yeah.
Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, the spirit of prophecy, man. That's the testimony of Yahushua, man. Look what's going on in the world with Russia and Ukraine. Look what's going on inside the system, man. Elon Musk, if you can get the first article, yeah, Elon Musk is microchipping monkeys, man. So you see what is going on inside, and there was a statement that the angel, there was a statement here that the angel Uriel told, I believe it was Uriel told Ezra. He said, "Measure down the time diligently, man." What does that mean? That means that basically analyze, you know, the times that you're living in. right? And when you see the times that you're living in, you know, just keep in mind that we're a step closer to Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai returning, man. Because we're living at the end times, man. We're living at a very demonic time, man.
That's madness.
Where a woman can transform themselves into a man, and a man can transform himself into a woman. You know, you're having secondary school students taking that, smoking weed and vapes and all this madness, man. You know, you're having, you know, little boys at the age of 5 and 6 having sex changes, man. This is what's going on, and some of these parents are saying stuff like, "Oh, I think my son is behaving like a girl." This is what's going on, man. So yeah, bring out the article.
This is it says Elon Musk shows off monkeys that can type with brain implants instead of typewriter. So monkeys can think something.
Yeah,
but this is what these devils do. They do a test run on animals. Like years ago, maybe 10 years ago, they started implanting and putting chips in animals. Yeah. So that was a test run for the future as well.
And we don't trust no Kanye West, man. Because how the hell can Elon Musk, the guy that's microchipping monkeys, he's the one that unlocked Kanye West's Twitter account, man.
And remember, Kanye West has been doing these defiled rituals, drinking blood, getting passed around, getting fucked, his woman getting fucked by all of them. As I said, I just think that Kanye West got pissed and bitter, where he wanted his own designer label or whatever to be up there, and now he realised he can't get past a certain level. You understand? Now he's just having a bitch fit. Because the only way Kanye West are raping if he says the Lord's real name is Yahweh and his son Yahushua says the real basic doctrine of the truth, but he will die. But that's not going to happen. Because he's already gone back to these Jews, these fake Jews, and apologised. And he's gone there and apologised and said, you know, sorry, and so fuck Kanye West.
Fuck Kanye West. And
the Lord just using him to more push out the Israelites, you know, the so-called blacks.
The Lord is using Kanye West to make sure that this truth is more, you know, more attention is being brought to this truth. Because sometimes the Lord can put the spirit on these celebrities to make this truth catch more attention.
Even Irving Kyrie, what's his name? Kyrie Irving or whatever. What's happening to him? How comes he ain't telling the truth? And he's Edomites, you can tell who is. How comes he ain't telling the truth?
Exactly.
Because he's saying some bullshit.
He apologized, man. He apologized, man. He apologized, saying he doesn't hate this so-called Jew. Exactly. And also as well...
Why are they bringing out the scripture, man? Which is the ones that say that the Jews are the synagogue of Satan. That's what they need to bring out, man.
But I wanted to say, you know, something that also as well, because Kyrie shared out a documentary, called Hebrews to Negroes. Now that guy that made the Hebrews to Negroes documentary, he is saying that the UFOs, so-called UFOs, are not inside the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? And then you got ISUPK making statements saying that the Negroes from West Africa are not Israelites. Have you ever carried a shovel and gone to the river like, I'm gonna carry all the sand and bring it to another location? It says Israel's like the sand of the sea. Even if they tried, they wouldn't be able to do that, man. But before you go into that, even if they tried, they wouldn't be able to do that, man. You really think Esau has the power to take all of us from West Africa and bring us to the Caribbean island and to the Americas? You're overrating this devil, man. You need to stop that.
And this devil can only do what the Most High allows him to do.
Exactly.
You understand? That's, you know.
And really, you always got to keep in mind that this devil is the Lord's instrument tool, man. On the left-hand side, you know, not all of us got taken to the Americas and the Caribbean island, man. That's something people got to understand. There were still some of our people that were fighting Esau in West Africa, you know. It's mighty warriors, the Anglo.
Like Benjamin, you know the rebels, you know the runaway slaves, they weren't having it.
Exactly.
And even certain northern tribes, a lot of them, man, they weren't having it.
The northern tribe had their arrows and they were killing some Edomites.
That's why they had to break the fuck out of them, destroy them, throw them up. They were strong-minded, them northern tribes, man.
It's true.
You know, Jake liked to, you know, they're the forefront of Esau's, you know, infrastructure. They like showing, you know, stick things off, man.
That's right. You know, what's it called? The Northern Kingdom.
Esau's ways, man.
The Northern Kingdom had, you know, bows and arrows, and they were using that to kill, you know, the Spaniards, man. So they were fighting our people, our warriors.
Example, like, you know, some kid that had, you know, these house niggas. you know what I mean, in the spirit of where, you know, they're against our people. You know, the house niggas, where they had certain privileges, you know? It was down with it, man.
Well, so the point of the matter is that our people were designed to be warriors, man. Fighting against Esau, the Anglo-Ashanti War, the Anglo-Aru War. You know, even when it came to the Dark Ages, man. You know, during the Middle Ages, we were slaying these devils with axes, man. We had the Edomite women as concubines, man. And we ruled England, man. That's history that they're trying to hide from our people, man.
Right.
All your monarchs.
They're from England.
Yeah, they're from Petra, man. That's their real what's it called, region that they're from.
From England.
But yeah, during the Dark Ages, we were ruling, man. We had these demons in subjection. But obviously, you know, Bible prophecy has to be fulfilled. Get Revelation chapter 20 and start at verse 1. Revelation 20 and 1. Let's go into detail, because the word revelation means what? To reveal. And the Bible is a history book, man. It has everything. 20 verse 1.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah. So the Bible is a history book, man. Everything is inside there. We don't need any other book. This book has the correct information, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Revelation 20 verse 1.
Revelation chapter 20 verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit.
And who is that angel referring to? That angel is referring to Yahweh Shai, having the key to the bottomless pit, which the bottomless pit is Europe.
That's right.
That's the landmass of Europe. Why is it called the bottomless pit? Because basically there's nothing really grows here, man.
You can also get more westernized and fucked up when you get in the no.
But the reason why it's the bottomless pit is because the landmass, nothing grows here. So it's like a bottomless pit, man. But you go ahead. Revelation chapter 20 and verse 1. Yeah.
Revelation chapter 20 verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from the heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
Yeah, and what does that chain represent? Bondage, slavery, captivity, man. Go ahead.
And he laid hold on the dragon.
Who's that dragon referring to? That dragon is referring to Esau, man. The so-called white man.
And that old serpent, that goes to the garden, right?
That old serpent is Esau, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
And what was that 1,000 years? It was during the Dark Ages, when we had Esau in subjection, man. We bound him 1,000 years. We were putting our foot up these devils' necks, man.
Yeah.
And obviously that time we were ruling in England during the Dark Ages, we weren't righteous because we were bringing out the Catholic religion and all this madness that was going on. But at least our people were still organized, man. You know? At least our people were sitting on thrones and scepters, and they were ruling over these heathens. Even though we're going off, we still had a king mindset, man. But now look at our people wearing balaclavas and hoodies and holding knives and behaving like niggas, man. But go ahead.
That's how my phone is.
I'll just get it. Go ahead.
Like 2 seconds of patience. What is it? Revelation 20 and 4 now?
Yeah,
no, 3.
No, 3.
Revelation chapter 20 verse 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And after that he must be loosed.
And that's what happened, man. You know, Esau, we had him in subjection for a period of 1,000 years, and now he's been loosed a little season.
This is always.
Shalom, my brother, man.
Shalom, brother. How are you? Shalom, brother. Good, yeah? Good, yeah. How are you going, brother?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's mad using your own road, then, isn't it? I look right at you. You're looking at me.
Teaching, yeah?
Yeah, you can join us if you want to.
After God doing on call, I'll come back.
No, it's fine.
Shalom.
Malak, wait, before you go, yeah? Just carry on teaching, Malak.
Oh! Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, fine. Where was we? Yeah, loose the little season.
Yeah. See, so yeah, so Esau was lose the little season, man. Okay. And this is the little season right now, because that little season started from when? From the 1300s, man. That's the earliest time of the Renaissance period, which Renaissance period means what? It means rebirth, man. The reincarnation of the ancient pagan Roman Empire, man. Get Revelation chapter 13 and start at verse 3.
Revelation chapter 13 verse 3. And I saw one of his heads.
Suck it. Start verse, can't get 3.
And I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death.
And how was it wounded to death, man? Because we had these devils in subjection during the Dark Ages, man.
As it were, because they came back.
Yeah, as it were, wounded to death. Go ahead.
And his deadly wound was healed.
And that was during the Renaissance period. Esau came back into power, man.
Alexander the Great.
No, not Alexander the Great. The Renaissance period was the 1300s, man. All right, and during the 1300s, the word Renaissance means rebirth, man. That's when Esau came back into power, man. Okay, now you did have Alexander the Macedonian ruling during the Grecian Empire. All right, but then after the Grecian Empire, we had the Roman Empire, man. Then after the Roman Empire, you had I believe the Roman Empire fell around 476 AD. That's when the Western Roman Empire collapsed, and then you had our people ruling during the Eastern Roman Empire. And after the Eastern Roman Empire,
Stupid if I'm good.
after the Eastern Roman Empire, right? What happened was our people died from the bubonic plague, because the bubonic plague is really what wiped Jake out during the Dark Ages, which they call it the Black Death. Our people were being wiped out, and then during the 1300s, that's when Esau came into power, man. But then you still had some of our people ruling, you know, during the 1300s. You still had some of our people, but then over time and later on, time going, our people just, you know, started to be put in subjection and other stuff like that. Which really, you know, England has a lot of history, you know, because even this King James Bible that we're reading, it comes from England, man. For brothers that are in America, man, the King James Bible comes from England, man. That's the reason why when you read this Bible, it's in Old English. You know, Old English, they say stuff like thou, art, thine, brethren, you know, just Old English terminology, man. So England has a lot of history of, you know, the Bible, man. You know, so yeah, so you know what, yeah. Because of the times that we're living in, let's just go into what we're living in right now, because history is nice and that, but let's talk about, you know, what we're soon about to approach. So if you can get Revelation chapter 13 and 16.
Revelation chapter
because
13
what it is that we always keep on saying that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, the brain chip, the hand chip, and this system is going to turn, you know, cashless. And we, as men of the Lord, we have to consistently, you know, prophesy and speak about these things. So he's going to read Revelation 13 and 16. And,
Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah.
Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast,
Yep.
for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yeah, so the number is 666, man. That's the barcode, man, of things, man, which we have already showed you before, and the brain chip as well. And I want you to show the picture of that monkey doing that thing that he does. Do you see that
behind
madness?
the computer screen? And he's
Madness.
not typing, he's thinking. And as he's thinking, it's typing. So obviously that's what they're going to do with these peons and zombies, because I saw an advert, a BBC advert one time, a so-called black girl, and her parents, basically she was thinking and she could see the internet in her mind. So yeah.
And really this system is, they're leading it to artificial intelligence, man. AI now is the new thing that Esau is digging into, man. Artificial intelligence, these AI robots, which really on the AI robot website now they've adjusted the format where you can no longer take certain prompts from the website. Because there was a website basically that I used to take like, you know, pictures and designs, and basically now you can't copy the prompts anymore, man. Because I was using the AI robot to create. He has seen the pictures, and that's the reason why I believe they like adjusted that.
Especially them bunker ones.
Exactly, them bunker ones, man.
That's a shoot. They don't
exactly.
They think, dang, because they got the bunkers.
Exactly.
You know?
They didn't like that one that I customized and made, man. You know, so they adjusted their website in a way where you can't copy certain prompts. You know, and also as well when it comes to not only just the AI robots, but not only just the AI robot to create artwork, also the robot that the killer robots that they have, man. It's gonna be like that movie. What's the name of that movie? iRobot, man. Where robots are out there, it's gonna be crazy out here, man. You know, you might, hey, there's gonna be some crazy things. Wait, go ahead. Well, let me read that bubble shot, yeah? The article. Yeah, it says Elon Musk shows off monkey that can type with brain implant instead of typewriting. So this monkey is using his mind to type, man. Now hang on a minute. Isn't a monkey, why out of all the animals, why did Elon Musk pick a monkey, man? Why did Elon Musk pick a monkey out of all the animals? You wanna know why? Because a monkey has similar traits to a human being, man. Because a monkey has palms like us, it has feet similar, you know, so that's the reason why he's picked a monkey. Alright? It says, during demo on Thursday evening, Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk showed off what his brain-computer interface, BCI startup Neuralink, has been working on. The company showed footage of a monkey that he said was able to type on a keyboard by using a coin-sized chip embedded in its brain. In an apparent rip about the old adage about monkeys and typewriters. No, the monkey wasn't able to decipher the meaning of the letters typed. It was simply moving the cursor to click on previous highlighted letters for a reward in the form of a fruit smoothie. It's like replacing a piece of your skull with a smartwatch. What kind of madness is that, my lad? For a lack of a better analogy, Musk said at the event, vowing to get one of the gadgets implanted in his own brain.
Because that chip, when you have that chip, you're going to be able to see your bank account, your mind. Yeah. Everything you can think of, you can see. I said the internet, you know, log on to the internet. It's crazy.
It says device implanted in their brains allow them to control robotic arms or type letters.
You're able to text people, send messages through your mind, just thinking. Man.
Yeah, so that's one of the articles. Yeah, the other one, the second one. Yeah, I don't know how your phone works, that's the reason why. But yeah, the second one, okay. Yeah, so. Yeah, okay. This is the point right here. This article came out the 1st of December 2022. Fox Business. It says Elon Musk confident in Neuralink microchip device. Expects to begin human trials in 6 months. Elon Musk, confident in Neuralink microchip device, expects to begin human trials in 6 months.
They're doing it already.
Musk says the Neuralink implant was created with hopes of giving disabled patients the ability to speak and move again. Get that scripture that says, oh yes, a lot. But basically, there's a scripture that says how he did miracles in the sight of men, man. And this is one of those miracles that Esau is doing, man. And look how he's trying to paint it as if it's a nice thing, man.
So the promote it is because people, if they're disabled, it's a good thing. Now you can think or move your leg with your brain and all this, you know?
It says
it makes it attractive.
Elon Musk is a visionary. We're lucky to have him, Tim Draper.
Huh?
They say Elon Musk is a visionary.
No, what's the rest of it?
We're lucky to have him, Tim Draper. He's not no visionary. The real visionaries are the prophets of Yahweh Shimi Al Sheh, man. Elon Musk is the devil that the KJV Bible speaks of, man. You know?
And to be friends with him, where you can
Yeah.
link people and say, come off to
It's
you.
true.
We must be high up there, man.
It's true, it's true, it's
Fuck
true.
Kanye, man.
It's true.
Kanye, remember he was on a bed in some album
It's true.
with all these other celebrities. I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, when a rich man speaks, everyone listens, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me carry on reading. So it says Twitter and Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced a big development Wednesday in the brain chip innovation by his company Neuralink. The business mogul said the wireless device, which will be implanted in the brain of disabled patients with the intentions of helping them move and communicate again, is expected to begin human clinical trials in 6 months. So in 6 months
You know
from
they're
now,
doing that already, though.
they want to
There's people
do
in the lab.
trials.
They've got people
But
already.
obviously they have people
They're gonna
already.
tell you the truth.
But you know, according to this article, it says 6 months. Neuralink has conducting tests on animals over the past few years while waiting for the US regulatory approval to begin trials on people. So they're waiting for the US regulatory to basically enable them to chip people because they need to get permission from the US
They always do that.
regulatory. It says we want to be extremely careful and certain that it will work well before putting a device into a human. But we've submitted, I think, most of our paperwork to the FDA, and probably in about 6 months we should be able to upload Neuralink in a human. Musk said Wednesday night in a public update on the device. And that's pretty much it. And this is Elon Musk making a statement right here. I'm gonna read, this is his Twitter account, I'm gonna read what he said. It says, we are now confident that the Neuralink device is ready for humans. So timing is a function of working through the FDA approval process. And this is the devil right here.
That's right.
So yeah, so they're working on it. Get Revelation 19, the second to last verse of Revelation 19, man. Because Elon Musk, you're going in captivity. Is there anything fascinating here? Then why don't you walk here and come back there?
So Revelation 19.
Well, the second to last verse.
Revelation.
And you women, yeah, don't worry, the Lord is gonna start punishing you women, man, because why would she run all the way here just to stop and run back? You see how they, because they love attention, man. But anyways, you know, we're just gonna leave you in the hamster wheel to be, man. So yeah, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 19 verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet.
And what's the false prophet? The Roman Catholic Church. Go ahead.
that wrought miracles before him,
Yeah.
which he deceived. That was a miracle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a miracle.
Miracle, man. And one of those miracles is using a monkey in order to basically now
But you need to deceive
communicate.
people.
Yeah, to
No?
deceive
Light
them.
work deceived them, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a miracle. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
You see that deceive them that have received the mark of the beast. How are they going to be deceived, man? By statements like Elon Musk saying stuff like, "Oh, it's here to help disabled patients." That's part of a trickery, man. And that's gonna lure people into taking the chip, man. Because that's saying that the disabled people will have the opportunity to have to walk again, to see again. That's a lure right there, man. That's a trap right there to get people in, man. It's like a mouse trap, man. A mouse trap that doesn't have cheese. You're not gonna catch no mouses, man. But if you put cheese inside the mouse trap, you're definitely going to receive a mouse trapped inside there. That's the reason why I remember the brother Daniel Allah made a statement saying it looks harmless, but it's harmful. Shalom, Malak.
Shalom.
Shalom. How you doing, Malak?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
We're just talking about Elon Musk and the mark of the beast and stuff
Okay.
like that. Because basically he's microchipping monkeys, you know.
I heard he's created an implant that goes in the brain.
Yeah, so it says from 6 months from now, it's gonna bring out a chip. It's a microchip. People, if you want to speak, you can. It's up to you.
On the microchip.
Yeah. 6 months from now, he's working.
Well, it's all Yahweh Rakasa, it's all Yahweh's plan.
It's true.
So he's just speeding it up, and he's getting this place ready for his day.
It's true.
So there has to be a falling away first, and that's what we see.
That's right. Exactly. There has to be a falling away first, and that falling away is losing our heritage.
Yes.
But our people taking the chip, that's more falling away from the Heavenly Father, man. That's even more, because fair enough, our people are lost. But when that's that chip, that's the icing on the cake of being completely falling away from the Most High, man.
There's no repentance.
Because there's no repentance.
No, no. Remember, our power is a power of division. So it's part of his plan, because he picks, and then he picks from his pick, and then he picks from his pick from his pick to be the one fulfilled.
That's true.
That's what he does.
It's true. The Most High is a power of division, even amongst the nation of Israel.
Yes.
Israel is an elect nation,
Yes.
where you have the elect within the elect.
Yes.
And even amongst the elect, there's an elect within that elect.
Because amongst the prophets, Moses used to see power face to face, but everybody else is true. Dreams and visions.
It's true. That's powerful, man. That he made that statement, because it's true. What's the name of this person again? What was I saying again?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, so Elon Musk, so he's trying to cause a division with our people, man.
Yes.
By microchipping and causing all kinds of things, man.
Yes.
And we're entering an age where things are turning cashless, man.
Yes.
Debit, no more. Inside buses, people are using Oyster cards.
Yep.
I even went to a pub. It says we are turning cashless now.
Yeah.
I think I sent you a picture of that, innit?
Yeah.
I got it on my phone. It's crazy, man, with the times that we're living in, man.
Yeah. It's funny because when you read the scriptures, or when people read the scriptures a time back, meaning generations before, they knew the scriptures, meaning that there's going to be a mark. The original word means engraving or implant, so they knew that. But could they actually envision? Wow. Could they actually envision it? We're actually living in an age where we're seeing it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's
We're
true.
seeing it.
It's true.
So that's supposed to be a faith booster, because they relied on just belief
It's true.
and faith. We're actually witnessing.
And your Spirit says, "Blessed are your eyes to see, man."
That's right.
Because it's one thing. It's not like we're even saying the mark of the beast is coming. The mark of the beast is here. It's here.
It's here.
It's not like we're just saying that it's gonna be put to a level where it's gonna be made mandatory, but it's already here already. Oh, come, yeah.
And you know what? It's past because what Esau does, he weaponizes science. He weaponizes technology. So any new technology, I think they have the ability to. I think it's under national security. So they seize the technology for the first 25 years, and then if they choose to release it, they do, or they hold it for another 25 years.
They've had it. There's more.
Right. So what they did. What they did, or what is necessary for them to roll it out, is they have to have the animal trials and they have to have the human trials. So check this. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I can recall about 20 years or so ago, they were chipping animals.
That's what we read in the article.
They were chipping animals, right? Then there was a spate of young girls that were getting kidnapped, or young children that were getting molested. So then they started to chip them. Wow. That's the human trials. Right. So the animal trials was when they were chipping the animals, the cats and the dogs. The human trials was when it was mostly celebrities and rich people. They were chipping their children so that they could be able to track them and easy access for information. So that was done like 20 years ago.
Microchipping children,
Yeah, they did that long time.
That's madness.
Long time.
Well, yeah, bring it up.
Matthew chapter 13 verse 16.
Yeah.
But blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear.
That's
Yeah, but eyes for their seat, you know, and really, you know, blessed are your eyes for your seat, and really those eyes is talking about your mind, man.
Yes.
Because really your mind is really because in order for you to see something, your mind has to have a thought about that thing that you see.
Right, so I'm going to expand on that. I'll expand on that. Because when I was a young child, I was always led to believe that you see with your eyes. Actually, you don't. What happens is your eyes is a lens, just like a camera, it's a lens.
It goes in, receives in your brain.
It allows the light or the light transmission to go into your eye. In the back of your eyeball, there's an optic nerve that takes the signal to your brain, and your brain creates the image.
Wow.
So what you just said there is actually correct.
Yeah, yeah. And also as well, even when it comes to financial exchange traders, they look at the charts. A man that doesn't have the enlightenment of the business way of doing, they'll just be like, what are these charts here?
What they'll see be different.
Yeah, but then if you see if you have like a forex trader, he'll be able to indicate, oh, these are higher highs, higher lows, bullish trends, bearish trends, consolidation,
You sound like you
stuff
know,
like
man.
that, you know. So
He's
like
using the terms.
people might even visualize it and see it, but then people are seeing different patterns to other people seeing, you know, stuff. So you know, really, your eyes, meaning your mind is basically, because when you see something, your mind can perceive to what you're seeing, you know.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
That's why people so use a lot of stuff.
It's true.
That's also what the word does to the people that are public.
Yeah, it's true.
Because we were called, whether we think or we know or we believe, the Most High called us, the Spirit called us. So what happens is when the Spirit calls you, it recalibrates your perception to the Most High.
It's true. It's true.
Right? That's why when you look at the scriptures, when you break down the scriptures, other people are like, how is he doing that?
It's true. It's
Because
true.
you're calibrated
Yeah,
to Yahushai, Hamashiach,
it's true.
Wa, Yahweh,
Yeah,
to the
we-
Spirit.
And even John 3:16, man.
Yes.
You know, when we were in the world, we were seeing John 3:16 with our eyes.
Yes.
But we never understood the true message of it, you know. But you see that showing your eyes is your mind.
Yes.
You know, when we visualize it now, our mind has a certain
spirit.
perception of
Yes.
John 3:16. you know?
Yes.
So that shows your eyes is basically your mind, man.
And not only that, people can
Yes.
grab your
Yeah.
mind.
It's true.
So if you're in the
Yeah,
spirit, they can't.
Yeah.
Because you're in spirit and truth.
Yeah, yeah,
But if
yeah.
you're in the world, that's why it's being in the world is likened to being dead.
It's true. It's true.
Because
That's
if
what
your
it says,
mind,
they're spiritually dead.
you're brain dead then basically. Oh yeah, no, I like the one you said, the spiritually
That's
dead.
what the
Yeah.
Bible says, isn't it?
Exactly. Yaharata.
It's like, oh,
But yeah, that's you're an animate, not inanimate. You're an animate dead person.
Yeah.
Walks
Yeah.
dead.
It's true.
Yeah.
The congregation of the dead,
Of the
man.
dead.
so I feel like
That's yeah, go ahead.
This is what you were saying earlier about these exciting times. Matthew 13 and 17. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see,
That's right.
and have not seen them.
That's
and to
right.
hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
That's
See?
right.
What you were saying earlier.
Go ahead, break it down.
Yeah, you know what you're saying earlier about, you know, these are it's exciting times.
Yes.
You know, although it's like bittersweet, although destruction coming,
Yeah.
hopefully our salvation's
That's
coming.
right.
You know,
That's
those
right.
prophets desire to see these
Yes.
times. You know what you were saying earlier, like
Yes.
even the chip, they didn't really know what it looked like, but they knew.
They knew from
about
the
it.
faith
They
of
know
the
what it's going to
Spirit.
be, you know, the size of a grain of
That's the
rice.
reason why it says in Revelation, the heavens departed as a scroll.
Yes.
You know, now
Yes.
we know
Yeah,
that
we've seen scroll chariots.
you know
Yeah.
that scroll is referring to the missiles hitting
The role
Mushroom
of the
clouds.
yeah.
But then, you know, obviously, like they were using ancient terminologies to describe this
Yeah.
present
Yeah.
day, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's the spirit, because I was thinking that as well. Because when you read, like, I think it's in Ezekiel when it talks about the UFOs,
Yeah.
like mountains
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
or other prophets, liken it to clouds,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
If you think, or even I think it's in the Apocrypha when it talks about the arrow and the arrow doesn't
one
miss
end of the earth.
to the other and it doesn't miss its mark.
Yeah.
If you literally look at an ICBM
It looks
missile,
like that.
it looks like a bloody arrow. It's even got the thing in the back and the tip.
Yeah.
And when it's going,
Yeah.
if you see it in slow motion, it's
Yeah.
looking like an arrow.
And if you know arrow as well, just say you're good at a marksman, you're gonna get that target.
Yeah.
And it
And
ain't
these,
gonna miss.
these missiles don't miss.
They
accurate.
never.
And the launch pad is like the string of the arrow,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
The launch pad is it's
Yes.
a modernized arrow, man.
It is.
Because most of these things that people have,
Because it's aerodynamic.
it's
Yeah.
it's everything is just an advanced
There's
way.
nothing
man.
new under the sun.
That's
So
right,
everything
right.
is
There
just
you
everything is just being rebooted.
Yeah. Like these cameras, these are the eyes of men, you know.
Yes.
These cameras, these are the eyes of men. They don't need like a
Yes.
slave watcher because this is the eyes of men. This is the
I
eyes
know,
of men.
and it's funny because as you mentioned it, it's positioned
Right there, yeah.
It's like
Crazy.
I got the other one there. Where is it?
The eyes of men, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, because Esau's trying to be like the Most High. You know how
Yes.
the angels they can. It says the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's right.
You know, Esau got his own eyes that are,
Yeah.
you know, up there watching what's going on. You know.
It's called I call it replacement theology.
Yeah.
But what he's trying to do is replace power
Yeah.
with his power.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But his power is weak.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
And his power is not balanced. That's what makes it.
yeah, yeah.
It's not balanced.
It's true.
Our power is he's
Yeah.
terrible,
Yeah.
but he's also merciful.
Merciful.
That's
That's right.
balance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's like a good father.
And your right hand is stronger than your left.
Unless you're Banyamian.
Unless-
You know the Banyamians,
That's the left hand,
they dash it with the left and they never miss, man.
But
but yeah, but I hear what you're saying, though,
most
yeah.
people, their
the right
strong hand
hand,
is their right hand,
I
and
know.
their left hand is, you know,
I know.
the hand. But some people have two hands; they're good with both.
And
you know?
But then it's
they're
always a
usually
balance.
left-handers though.
Yeah.
Because what happened was when they were born, they were trained to use the right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they became adept with the both.
Yeah.
So they're terrible because they could use any hand on them.
Yeah.
I think Mayweather's like that.
Yeah.
He
Well,
trap
like
you up with
football,
both
you can
hands.
use both feet. You're more talented.
Oh my days.
That's why
Yeah.
my dad, when I was young, I was sick of
Yeah.
it. He made me use my left as well as my right.
Oh,
And I was
seriously?
twisting up, man. Yeah, when I
Wow.
was young, he implied it. He
Wow.
always training me. He used to
Wow.
play with Glenn Hoddle and all that, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's hard. That's hard. That's
Glenn
hard.
Hoddle was a
But then
baller,
there's always
you
a
know.
balance, because then not all Benyamia are left-handed, you know.
No, they're not.
Innit? It's
They're
always
not.
a balance,
They're
everything,
not,
you
yeah.
know.
It's true. Benjamin is a powerful tribe, man.
Man.
Very, very powerful.
Yeah,
tribe.
when he went left,
Yeah.
when he went left, he took on these little tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he done his thing
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah. Like, you know what ISUPK said? They're saying that the Igbos and the Ashanti and
Yeah.
the Yoruba,
Yeah.
they're not Israelites.
Well, I'll put it like this, yeah. I don't care what anyone says. I got respect for all the brothers that are pushing the truth. You know, I got respect for them because this is not
That's some
easy.
bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
No. I'm
So,
gonna get
yeah,
to
yeah.
that because I actually encountered it
Yeah.
with brother Yarazakal.
Yeah.
Right? So we was at camp when we used to push away together, and those ISUPK brothers were there.
Yeah.
So we was talking,
Yeah.
because they're sort of fringes, so we was talking. So the guy asked me, well, where are you from? I said, well, I'm from Trinity, my dad's from Jamaica.
Yeah.
So, you know, according to what we believe, I'm Banyamia.
Yeah.
But through the spirit, I might be Asher as well, I don't know. But I rep Banyamia, right? So he asked Yarazakal. So he said, yeah, I'm from, you know where he's from. So he said, right, I don't want to hear no more from you. And he started to,
Bro, that's
And we
hard.
was vibes in though.
That's hard.
But it
But
is
this,
because
I always say, this goes back years and thousands. And
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes
yeah,
to
yeah.
sex, when we was balling it up, we was fucking lot.
Yeah.
Dudes are not pussy.
yes,
Yeah? So
yes.
when you're fucking and
It's
you
our
don't know
spirit.
who you, it's not just your father. It goes way back.
Yes.
Spirit. That's how the Lord says he goes to the inward of the out with Samuel or something. Like that.
So when you
Samuel
read Romans, it
always
mentions that
the
too.
out with the parents.
The spirit bears witness. So the more you rely on the spirit, the less carnal you become. The
Exactly.
less you.
Yeah.
Because what I learned as well is that that's when I used to, when we used to go to Fort Lee. What I learned as well is that there's a lot of Jakes that look like Edomites,
Oh,
brother.
Of course.
The first lesson I ever did in
course,
Fort Lee,
yeah.
there was a guy that came.
Yeah.
I call him
Yeah.
Eagle Man. The guy said Yahweh off the bat, and I was like, I felt like I
But he
got
looked like
slapped.
an Edomite.
Well, you look like an Edomite. I thought you was an Edomite.
You know what I'm saying?
But the way he said it, he said,
You
yeah,
gotta stop saying he's
what?
farming. This goes back thousands
Man.
of years, man. You know what I'm saying? Thousands of years.
Man.
Like, we was popping a lot of women, man.
Yes.
And we were making a lot of money. Even
Yes.
Israel had a factory, so you know, like a barn popping our women, man.
Yes,
And
they're still
grinding
doing,
them
they're
up,
doing
man.
it now.
And this is before slavery.
They're doing
man.
it now.
And there you go, man.
And that's
There's
history.
a lot of mixing.
And imagine the history on the Dark Ages as well.
Yes.
But we was
Yeah, I know you're heavily into that.
A lot of the
Yeah, yeah.
knights were having Edomite
Yes.
concubines and stuff like
Yes,
They
that.
weren't
yes.
having children.
Yeah.
And
Even,
them, like, them fair-skinned babes, you think they weren't going back to this, all that, that nation.
What's his name?
Spiritual, man.
Ishmaelite. They were doing that as well when they had their.
Look at the guy in GMS, man. Turkish guy. He's a damn Jake.
Yeah, he
He
is.
looks Turkish.
No, I know, he is. I know, he is. Without a
Stop
doubt,
being
without a
carnal,
doubt,
man,
without a
man.
doubt.
Crazy.
We have to.
His name's the Hush.
Yeah. He's a beautiful brother. We have to step up. We have to. Well, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. We're perfecting. We're trying our best to be better servants because we're servants. But we have to get close to the finish. It's like if you're training for a fight, and the fight you've been training for 6 months for a fight. If the fight is a week away or 2 weeks away, you're supposed to be match ready or near enough match ready. If you're not near enough match ready, you might as well postpone.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But our power, we can't postpone his coming.
Yeah.
So we have to prepare ourselves for his coming because he's coming.
Yeah.
And everybody's feeling it. Even the Goians,
The heathens.
they're realizing that, hey, this is real.
It is.
This is
And they're starting to realize that our Lord is coming, man. Even the angels, man. The angels are no longer hiding
No,
themselves.
more and more.
hey, they're stunting. I saw
The angel, man.
Man,
I never believe.
I saw the angel I got is from your image. I love that one. But I saw a chariot. What was it about 2 Sabbaths back?
Yeah.
And it was stunting. It was. I've never seen one do
I see
that,
an
man.
angel in the form of a man, fire around it, afro hair, fire, yeah. Well, I don't care, no one believes. Fire around it, not Dragon Ball Z, just like that. That's how I know they got that from that.
Yes.
I've got binoculars.
Yes.
I've got my binoculars, I can see closer. It was like a man figure, it was going backwards. This is like 4 minutes. This is in 4 minutes, going backwards, had fire all around it, had orangey fiery hair, like afro back. Yeah, it had like sparks going. Then it was going forward and it had a bow, not an arrow, a bow ahead of it.
I saw a chariot one
That's
time,
what I saw.
yeah. The chariot was crazy. It was a white one. I looked up and went away. And it just went like that, and it just went
Like an orb. I see quite a few orbs as well.
Yeah.
That's what I call them, like orbs. They're round, but they've got like you said, like a thing around it, like a thing. Yeah.
But some,
I've seen a shield come out of nowhere. I've been like this. It was half like a spade and a shield, and it just disappeared, man. But I'm talking about like right there where that sign is. That's how close it is.
There was even time I was in a tram stop, I just walking, looking up at the sky, just saw some chariot just flashlight and just disappear and just went.
He just hailed you up, man. That's what he's done. Yeah.
No, the angels, man, they're out here, man. They're out here.
They're not hiding anymore.
Yeah, the
They're
trust
not even hiding. They're like, yeah, what?
Yeah, trust me, they're out here, man. They're real, man. You know, because there's a oh, I don't know how to describe it in English, but there's like another world up there, man. It's another world, man. Like angels on the right hand side formation, demons on the left hand side formation. There's a court system up there, you know. So it's another world.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
That's right.
For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
That's right.
And obviously it's a balance to everything, because you've got to say the so-called white man's a devil. There's always a balance. That's why, what is it? False balance is a problem. I think that's in every subject.
It is.
That's in every subject.
It is, because power
the Lord's
is
going to have the
balance.
stamp on the final answer. Always, you know?
Even when that demon attacked me and spoke to me, said, "I'm a villain of God."
Villain, you know.
Yeah, that's what the demon told me when I was in my bed. I heard.
telling you.
Yes, he told me.
Yeah. They will confess. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me, he said, I don't, because I was praising the Most High, and then he was trying to be like socially malicious, you know, and say something like, he was trying to act as if I was praising him, but I was praising the Most High, and he said in a British accent, don't you know that I'm a villain of God? That's what he told me, man. So I'm thinking to myself, villain of God? Like, so all these Christians that are saying the demons are against God, they're wrong. Because
But that's evident in the book of Job. When you read Job, you see that Job has the answer, and he gets questioned as well. Where did you go? What did you do?
Like the mafia, they got hit.
Exactly.
That's what the devil's really like, the mafia.
Yeah.
You know, you got the boss and then you got the hitmen. They come to him,
And the boss
to
won't come
report.
off his shade.
There you go. Exactly.
Same concept, yeah.
And whatever hits that allowed to happen, he ordains it. If he wants to.
It's true. It's crazy. So there's another realm. There's a realm that we can see. There's a realm that we can't see.
Yep.
Even the angels, they're right here with us right
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah.
now. They're right here right now. People are saying angels, chariot, you know, because get that account of Elijah saying they that be with us are made more than they that be with them. Because the Lord has to open the eyes of that young man to see the chariot. There's chariots here right now.
Yes.
It's just that we can't see them. They're all around. They're everywhere.
Yes.
You know. So
Because the Most High put a spirit of slumber on a lot of people.
yeah.
And also he gives the spirit in measures.
It's true.
So you may have a greater measure than I, right? This brother here may have a greater measure than somebody else,
True.
right? But we're all part of the body.
Yeah. Hey man, there's different parts of the body, man.
Yes.
You got the hands,
And
you got
the
the
thing about
legs.
Yes.
that, we're all more as important.
Yes.
We're all as important. Like
Yes.
the finger, the toenails.
Yes.
You understand? The finger,
Yes.
the head,
Yes.
the arms. You know.
It's true.
We're all as
And you know how you know that when you have an injury, or
there you go.
that's when you realize you might have a little injury on your tiny toe, right? And then you realize, wow, I need
whole
my
body
tiny
feels the
toe,
pain,
man.
yeah.
I need it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true. Your fingernails, everything. Man.
Yeah.
One thing is that when one part of the body feels pain, the whole body feels pain, you know?
Trust.
Because if someone cut their leg, their body can feel the pain.
Yes.
So every part is important, you know?
Yes.
So this is very, very powerful, man.
Second Kings chapter 6 verse 16, and the answer fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
Yeah, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And remember, this man that was standing next to Elijah, his eyes weren't able to see the chariots. So he was wondering, like, what's this guy talking about, you know? Like, go ahead.
And Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his
You
eyes.
see that? So there's levels to people's eyes seeing, man. Go ahead.
That he may see. And the
Yes.
Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and
Yeah.
he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and
There you
chariots
go.
of fire
There you
round
go.
about him. That's also faith as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
and, you know, that's faith saying, you know, the Lord open up his eyes, man.
Yeah.
Let him see.
Yep. Yep.
It's true. Just,
Yeah.
he had to be on, Elijah was on another, level, man. You know?
Yep. And I think Elisha got a double portion as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Elijah was one of the great. Well, they're all greats,
Yeah.
but he was one of the greats,
Yeah.
right? And Elisha, he witnessed him being taken up in the chariot,
Great.
and so he got the Elijah prophesied and said, if you see it, you will get a double portion, and he did.
That's faith.
Yeah.
man.
Elijah was on another,
Yeah,
level,
he really
man.
was.
You know, that's the kind of faith that we have to have,
Yeah.
man. That
Yahweh is my power.
heavenly, faith, man. Because I believe, that the Lord will start showing us more signs, more angels. Even in Jacob's
Yes.
trouble, I believe that there will be
Yes, sir.
angels that will
Yeah.
defend us in that time, man.
Start
You know,
showing us more signs.
they will. Because what's in the eyes of the Lord are I can't remember, man. The deliverance of the righteous, something like that. I can't remember. But it's in Psalms 35, somewhere along there. So the angels will defend us in that time. Get Daniel 12:1.
But they're defending us now.
They are.
Because really and truly, where, you know me, I love movies. We're marked for death. We're Stephen Seagal.
Yeah.
We're marked for death.
See
Why?
children of men.
Yeah.
Huh?
Children.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, we're marked for death because
Yeah.
we stand boldly
Yeah.
in front of
Isn't it, man?
basically our enemies.
And you know, my brother, just to add that, soon, like, that's
We're
how
gonna be
always.
wanted. We're gonna be wanted.
We already
You know
are.
that when
It's
Peter,
true that you're right.
It's just that they haven't acted on it, but we already are.
you know when Peter, like, how they came, how shiny, man, you touch him, chopped him.
Chop man ill.
That's what happened.
I know, right?
There was more people when he denied him, man. And he got turned up.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, you're right.
He got turned and he was like, I don't know. So the way we're going to be wanted
It's not gonna be normal.
It's not gonna
man.
be nice,
It's not
man.
gonna be normal. I'm telling you that now,
I'm
man.
just saying for myself, I'm realistic to myself.
I'm realistic as well.
But hear the
man.
thing though,
Totally
because
right.
hear the thing, because
You know?
when you come into this thing, right? So basically, you
man.
got chosen. The Spirit chose you. You heard the word. Something about the word tickle you. You started watching the videos. You started reading the scriptures. You started listening to the elders in the truth. You know who teach well. You started. The Spirit starts to fill you. You start to get certain gifts, right? There's a point just before you say, "Look, I need to come out and push the word." I know you went through it because I went through it as well. I know you went through it, right? So just before you decided to say, "Right, I need to come out and push the word," put your hand on the plow. You have to count the cost. The scriptures say that. Once you've made that commitment, there's no turning back. There's really none. So now it's a matter of, do I really believe or not? So if a person doesn't believe, or they have an ulterior motive, or they're not willing to pay the cost, they're going to fall away. But if they're willing to endure until the end, then the angels are going to do what they're going to do. And that's my approach. Well, my approach is, and this is, I'm speaking as a man now, my approach is, if I don't make it, so be it.
No,
I'm gonna push.
we have to have faith.
No, I have.
No, but that's if you don't. That's
But
negative.
if I don't, because some
No,
people.
this ain't if we do.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm speaking as
I'm
a
not gonna lie,
man.
the brother always says
Yeah.
it's true. I'm stuck with even me putting my hand up first. Life and death is in the power of the tongue.
That's
and
right.
I hope you make it.
I hope you make it.
You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying, but I'm,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I hope you make
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's gonna
Well,
hope
Well,
it's a hope.
I hope you guys make
Yeah,
it too.
man.
I hope
you
we all
make
make
man.
it.
You know, I know what you're saying, but I hope we do make
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
But even the chariots, you know, even that again, there's another step to it, man.
Yes.
You know,
Because
so-
the chariots is taking you to the wilderness,
Yeah, yeah.
and then that's when the pleading gonna take place.
Yeah.
You know, don't think that you reach the wilderness and it's all gravy. You know, there's another threshing period gonna take place there. But like I said, you know,
But then there's a balance
I'm
to it,
a
because
servant to
Yeah.
Yahweh
get
Shabbat.
Revelation 2:10, because those that die inside the faith,
Yes.
they've made it already, you know.
Yes.
You know, so
That's the
That's
balance.
the balance, you know.
Because who knows what I did in the regeneration? And, you know, who knows?
Who knows, man?
I could have been a demon. I could have been.
We all went off though, man.
Yeah.
We still go off now, but
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
a part in our past lives. It's true. I know what you
So,
mean. Yeah.
you know, so that's kind of what I meant when I said what I said.
Right.
But I understand what
Yeah,
you mean when you
words
said
are
what you
powerful,
said as
man.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
they are.
Revelation
sharper than
chapter
a-
2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which shall suffer.
Thou
Shall
shalt.
suffer.
Can't.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison,
Can't.
that ye may be tried,
Can't.
and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will
That's
give
right.
you a crown of life. Why does it say be thou
That's
faithful unto
right.
death? Because some people might get tortured. Some people might not feel. You're going to be in situations that you've never been in your life, like Daniel 12:1. You
Yeah.
bring it up. I think you call it. I don't know if we brought it out, but if we're going to be in situations we've never been in before, man. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be hard, man. You know, and I've been to prison. It's not going to be like if I go this time. You know what I'm saying?
Because this concentration camp is different from prison.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to be nothing like, you know,
Daniel.
normal prison now, you know.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Maka'Allah stand up, the great Shah is prince in it. The great Shah, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never
Such
was
as
since
never was.
there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that be found written in the book.
Right, so
right.
Daniel just
That's
said
a
what?
book
There's
of
going to be time that's never happened before.
Yeah.
Worse than the transatlantic trade trade, worse than the Sub-Saharan slave trade, worse than all the shit you've been through in your life that you felt pain.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It reads, it says, at last, exclamation mark, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
None is like
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble,
That's right.
but he shall be saved out of it. So yes, so the elect will be saved out of that Jacob's trouble, you know. Even though they're gonna put us on the news, they're gonna put us on the media, they're gonna, you know, because when you type in Yahweh Shai, you see the chance face, your face, and my face, that was
And let me tell you something.
Straight away Google it,
Yeah,
bro. That's crazy. Where have you at? We're already on the
yeah,
fucking...
we're on the papers already.
How
Yeah.
imagine that? Yahweh Shai, you just type that shit, man.
So I don't know if you're aware. I'm quite sure you're aware of this, but during what was it called? 9/11. The apostles that were pushing the word, they got grabbed up, you know.
Yeah, I heard,
They got grabbed up, you know.
yeah.
Right, so who knows how much tortures or whatever they did to them. They must have took out the
It's gonna be worse
frustration.
than
on
that.
them. It's gonna be worse.
Worse than that.
Type in Yahweh Shai. Type in Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That was the part.
So the point is that, man, when the person, and they will try and bring this thing back again and start saying some stuff like, oh, you know, we're terrorists and all this stuff, but it is what it is.
That's what
man.
trying to demonize the Israelites now.
Typing each shall be hated of all men.
That's right.
You know, because they will be hated of all men. And they're going to look at the
Yahweh
man.
Shai was hated.
That's right.
You know? He was persecuted, so...
Yeah.
They're going to make the men look worse than pedophiles, terrorists, ISIS. It's going to be bad out here, man. I'm telling
So
you.
bad that, you know, our family's going to be threatened. They're going to be like, we don't know you, bro.
But you know, there's a balance too, because some family members will not give up their people. I'm being real. You know, it really depends, you know.
The Lord said the family are the ones that do this work, bro.
Exactly.
It's true.
So you can say so
So
for
you-
family, but when that time comes and they're threatened,
Yeah.
But then
And
you
the-
got some family members, they're against the vaccine though. They're against the mark of the beast. You get what I'm saying? There's always a balance, you know. There's always a balance. Because some family people like, look, I'm not putting no chip inside me. I'd rather die than take a chip.
I know quite a few people that
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? There's some banana said, me
who
no
are
put-
not even in the truth, but they have that spirit.
Man, we don't put no chip inside, man. You get what? There's some Benjamin out there. See, me don't take them taste, man. We don't take them taste. The only medicine I take is from the earth.
That's right. That's right.
That's
right.
So the medicine, we don't put no vaccine inside,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. There's some jig out there. They don't believe in that stuff. Well, go ahead.
Matthew 10 and 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake,
Yeah.
but
Right.
he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Yes, that name Yahweh Shai is going to attract a lot of hate, man. You know, so, you know, having that, standing for that name is going to attract a lot of hate. But it says that if you endure unto the end,
To the end.
you're going to be saved, man.
That's right.
So that's one of the main things. And also as well, but there's always a balance because it says some of you, a hair won't come out of your head until you see the Son of Man return.
Yes. Yes.
So some men of the Lord, they won't even be touched.
Yes.
Because Isaiah 59, get Isaiah 59:19, because some men will receive that power on this side, man. The standard lifted up. Being able to, to fly, to shoot lasers, teleport, it's going to happen in real life.
Isaiah chapter 59 verse 19, so shall they fear the name, the real name,
Yeah?
of the
Yahweh
Lord
Bashim Yahshai.
from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun,
Yeah.
when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Uh-huh.
The spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against
Yeah,
him.
the spirit of Yahweh Shimei Shai will lift up a stand against the enemy, which is Esau, Edom.
right.
So the Edomites can carry on plotting and carry on doing, because there's going to be a time where
Right.
the Lord is going to give his men power to fight back, man. Because this is the house of David being built back up, man. Those mighty men that you the mighty men that you read about in the Old Testament, they're all back here today, man, and they're back here to you know, be in the lot, man. That's what
Right.
we're doing. We're carrying on pushing, carry on going,
Yeah.
because
In season, out season.
In
And
season,
I don't
out
see no
season.
Christians passing out no fucking leaflets
Yeah.
in the cold, man. Or in the summer.
you know, that's the reason why we gotta carry on pushing, carry on going, man. Because
fingers are ice.
yeah, we're living at an interesting time. You know, we just gotta carry on having faith in Yahweh Shimei Shai. It's freezing, but you know, one thing that's beautiful is that you know, it's an honourable affliction, man. Because at least our reward is in heaven, man. You know, where rust and moth does not corrupt. I knew a multi-millionaire. He put his money inside a bank account. I know a millionaire one time. He put his money inside a bank account, but they shut down his bank account, man.
But that's what's going to happen when the chip comes down.
Yeah.
And that's why people will take it.
Yep.
Because they're going to be like, listen, if you want your money to access it, you have to take this chip.
Exactly.
Yeah? And people want their money, man.
Yeah.
And you know,
And you're telling me an Edomite that's been working week in,
not
week
even
out.
an Edomite, anyone.
Nah, I know,
but be working, man. They're
but,
going to take that shit. They're going to feel like, I want that shit. I've been working, all this, my mortgage, I'm going to take
no,
that shit.
but the reason why I say Edomite, you know, because I just want to give an example. You can apply to other people as well. You're Edomite working all throughout the year, saving money, because really this is their king. This is the highest they're going to get. At least the 2/3 when they die, they're going to come back and enjoy the
But the
kingdom.
point what I make, I'm just talking about in terms of your money's in the bank, you know? Anyone's going to probably take that to have access.
But you know, Edomite, they're working hard, saving their money.
Esau, whatever.
You know,
if you got money in the bank, they're saying, listen, if you don't take this chip, yeah, you ain't getting access to your money in your bank.
They cancel you.
Jake, whatever, they're gonna probably take it because they're gonna cancel you out. You ain't going to buy nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Esau's been saving up money for decades. They have generational wealth.
Yeah.
Jake don't have generational wealth. So they've been saving up money from generations to generations.
Yeah.
And they tell them, look, if you don't take a chip, then you know we're not gonna allow you to buy and sell. They're gonna listen, put that thing inside me, give my money, man. You know? It's crazy.
That's when you know who is who, you know, when the chips are down.
It's true.
Because certain people, they talk a good game.
Trust me, I always say that.
But they talk a good
That's
game.
what I always say. You talk, but when shit happens physically, it's a different story,
It's
man.
true,
And all that talking, even in a good way,
Yeah.
like brothers teaching and you are great teachers, us and reader, we're just using the Lord as a mouthpiece. That's how we can never get boastful in what we know. That's why it says knowledge puffed up.
Yes.
Because the Lord ain't going to come down and talk. He'll die if he's all the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're just a
Literally.
mouthpiece, but that like actions speak louder than words. Boy, when action time happens, that's why I think a lot of the real ones are going to come in at last.
Yes.
When it gets, like you said
Yes.
before,
I agree with you,
they're going to come. And it's not just Benyamina. We've got Gad outside there, Asher. We've got
Hey.
other guys that have strong spirit.
That, I'm telling you.
Samson, was he Gad? I think I'm reading it.
Dan.
Yeah, he was Dan. He was a
I'm reading it
Dan.
now. But he was a strong, you know, obviously
He was a man. He was
it's
a
not just
Nazarite as
Benyamina,
well.
man. We've
No,
got the
no,
northern
no, no.
side. There's fucking strong,
Yeah,
man.
when you read Chronicles
Look
and they talk
at
about
you like
their
you watch
heart.
UFC.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya, he got
Yeah.
banged out by a northern tribe, man. You know what I'm saying? He got fucked up. You know, but he's painting his nose and shit.
And
That's
they,
what-
I'm gonna tell you, they got hard.
Israel
They
Adesanya,
got
fucking painting his nose.
hard.
Yeah, man, they got heart.
Gadites and them, man, they
They got
got
heart, man. They're warriors. There was, like you said earlier, they were fighting Esau with fucking guns and fucking bows, bro. How you gonna fight man with guns and you got bro? That's heart, man.
Yeah.
And they knew obviously that, you know, they probably thought it was witchcraft, but they didn't know about guns, but they still,
Fought back.
fucking fought
Yeah,
back. Man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But obviously this time we're not gonna fight Esau with
carnal
Yeah,
ways.
obviously, but the point is, I'm just
He's
talking
talking
about
about the
how-
heart and the spirit.
That's my
This
point.
time Esau's going, hey, that Black Adam movie, see the guy grabbed his neck and then electrocuted the guy and the skeleton fell on the floor. That's the kind of power that's coming this time, man.
That and more.
You know, slow horses. You know. Gary Oldman is extraordinary. Wow. Well, the elects are extraordinary, you know, because imagine picking up that bus, man. These people are going to go mad.
That's why it says children will faint.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one ain't seen shit like that. A child's coming, man. It's not
spirit.
normal for everything's a spirit. Even earlier you talk about children taking a chip. You didn't know about some child come up. But, you know, it's not normal for a child to faint. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
No,
Unless they've got a
exactly.
condition.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless they've got a physical condition.
Yeah.
You know, but they're going to faint. What the fuck? The bus
Yeah.
is like just thrown like a tennis ball over a damn
Man,
building.
man flying laser beaming those buildings and all
Madness.
this stuff.
It's gonna be like a. This is
Yeah.
a movie, but it's gonna be like a.
It's
you
just,
know,
hey, that's why the script is called a script, man.
That's right.
Because everyone has to
Right.
play their scripts inside the
Right.
play, man. You know? And, you know, the script of Esau is being, you know, the devil, man. That's the
Yeah.
script that he's playing out. And the script of
And
Jacob.
you know what? He's doing a damn good job
He
at it
is,
as well.
yeah, he
He's
is.
getting ticks. You know, like when you're in school and he's getting ticks in the
A
bottom.
plus.
He's getting tick, 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 tick.
That's
Yeah.
why that scripture. But
On the
it's a
left side,
miracle.
though.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
It's a
that's
miracle
right.
that the way they deceived our
Yeah.
people, man.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Did they see that people believing that Gobbledo is actual speaking the holy tongue, man? When it goes back to the snakes, it goes back to the snake. The Greeks used to do. So they used to. What is that Gobbledo? What is that like? You know where the history about it? The
What,
Gobble. No, the you know the plantation speaking in tongues.
I think about Paul when he spoke.
No, obviously that one is the proper
But that's
one.
what they-
Oh, you're talking about the gibberish stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's one of the things that bug me out in
What's up?
church, man. When I see those, when I
Christians.
used to go to church. When I see that, I never understood it. I was like, what is that?
Oh, speaking in
They
tongues.
really,
That's a, you know what that is? A damn demon.
It's a demon.
Now we know what that is.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Demon, man.
It's a demon, I trust
You
you.
know, a demon of brainwashing them, man.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Esau has really indoctrinated. Really, these British missionaries have really indoctrinated our people with their lives, with Christianity, man. Because the Igbos,
Yeah.
we were fighting Esau during the
Yes.
1900s,
Yes.
man. During the
Yes.
Anglo-Arab War.
Yes.
You know, we were fighting Esau, but
Yes.
the problem that arose were basically what it was that they were serving idols, you know, some beaky, something like that. They were serving idols, and basically it was off. But they were like, look, man, you ain't gonna take us from West Africa to the Caribbean island or
That's
to America,
right.
man.
That's-
We're fighting
that's-
back, man.
That's the spirit.
That's what they were doing, man.
That's the spirit.
And also you had the in Ghana, you had the Anglo-Ashanti War, man.
Yes. Yes.
Where the people of
Ashanti War and all of
Ghana,
that,
they were
yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were defending some golden stool, which was off.
Yeah.
But it took 6 wars, man. And
Yes,
also, you had the
yeah.
Biafra War as
And
well.
they took the stool. That's really what conquered them.
Was it?
Yeah.
They took the stool and they removed the royal family to I think it's off South Africa. They took them
I think so, yeah.
on the island. They put them on the island for a time. But that's how they dismantle because what they do, they dismantle the spirit. So whatever is how to put it, you know, you may look up to a brave soldier and that spurs you on to fight. So they say, right, we need to take that one. That's
one
butt
out.
breaking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
butt
yeah,
breaking
yeah.
mentality.
Hey,
So
can I see your hat? It has an eagle on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wings as eagles.
Upon a closer look.
Because it had an eagle on it, and I was talking about flying the sky, you know, they that way up on a little mount up with wings as eagles. And I saw like an eagle on his hat.
Yeah,
but,
quite sure.
Yeah, but go ahead. Oh, you were saying something, go ahead.
So what they do is crafty counsel, really.
Yeah.
So if they can't fight you head on,
Yeah.
they'll fight you sneakily. But they're gonna fight
What's that? Divide and conquer.
divide and
Divide and conquer, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we're the benefit.
And that's what happened
Fight against ourselves.
during the Biafra War, man.
Yes.
When the British were giving, the European powers were giving weapons to the Fulanese, man. Which the Fulanese,
The houses.
the houses, they're Hamites, man. Well,
Yeah, I
there's
know,
Israelites
right?
among them, but there's Hamites, man.
They are Hamas.
You know, and they basically were receiving weapons from the British
Yes.
in order to fight the Igbos.
Yes.
Man. And we're fighting them back.
Yes.
And a lot of the Igbos died, and
Yeah.
you know they wanted their own because they wanted the Nigeria to be a state where the eastern Nigeria will basically be separate from other parts of Nigeria because they had resources. Because what it
They
is,
have
those
resources.
Hamites, the reason why they like eastern Nigeria is because of the oil.
Yes.
The oil industry, the houses are in control of that industry.
Yes.
Even though the so-called Igbos are living in the eastern part of Nigeria, the houses are putting their hand into that place. Man.
Yes.
So that's the reason why they wanted to make their own separate state. But the British were like, nah, let's give them weapons to destroy themselves, man. So there's a lot
Even
of
they
this
do that now, man. How you got little 10
That's
year
what happened to Venezuela as well.
That's what I was about to say. And them,
Yeah.
them so in Africa,
And-
Brazil, how little 10-year-olds
Yeah.
got big AKs, bro?
Yeah.
They got
True.
big AKs,
Man.
and, you know?
And they used to call Anambra State Anam Branch. Yeah, the British used to call
Wow.
Anambra State Anam Branch, man. That's the state that what's it called? Well, I'm from in it, but they used, they used to call
Anambra, yeah.
Anambra State is basically a state, and basically they have like masquerades there and idols and stuff like that. But,
No, but that's kind of part of because what it is, I'm into the research, right? As you are as well. So how you're drawn to the Dark Ages, I'm drawn to Hebrewism.
Yeah.
That's why I love Nollywood as well.
Yeah,
I'm drawn to Hebrewism. So with the Hebrewisms, even when we go off, you're right, man. Yeah. Even when we're going off, we go off
Hebrewism.
based on
Yeah.
the same way we went off when you read the Bible. You see, we went off and we was worshipping idols and groves.
It's funny you say that. It's always been the same. You know, it's
Always.
nothing on the sun.
There's nothing
When I'm
on the
reading the
sun.
scriptures again, like a story from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And we go off. The Lord sends us a hero,
That's
and then we
right.
go off again.
Always.
Follow the idols, and then
That's
we
right.
listen. Then we go off again. It's the same thing.
It's true.
And that's why he's
Same
going to
thing.
come with a more perfect not covenant, but a
New
more
covenant.
perfect.
New
Yeah.
covenant.
So
Right.
we're not going to be able
Program.
to go up because we're going to be
Programs. It's true. And we're programmed. We're never
Yes.
going to be able to sin.
That's
You know?
beautiful, man.
It is, and then
Never
we
been
are
to sin.
now
'Cause
going to
then
be
we're
able
always,
to teach the
always
choir
pleasing
to
in
get
Most
it
High's
right.
eyes, man.
Yes.
Always, man.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
It is
Imagine we have
beautiful.
children. I don't have children, but you want your child to always be pleasing, man.
Yeah.
How much more to the Most High?
Yes.
It's true. And imagine like brothers are gonna have families, wives,
Yes.
children, and you know we've
Yeah,
never
'cause we're
experienced.
going to have to rebuild the nation, man.
Yeah, since one man will be a nation.
I
man.
know, right?
Yeah.
They say, what is it? They say you can't count the sand of the seas. That's
Yeah.
how the nation's going to be.
That's right.
So yeah, we're gonna have to build it up,
It's true. It's true.
and these lot are gonna have to build it up as well.
That's right, man.
Because
we
no, we don't want no high rises because
Yeah,
nothing more
yeah,
than
yeah.
building
Even
2 or 3
students, right?
stories. But
can't build a
Yes.
building so high, man.
no, you're not
Hey
supposed
man,
to.
we're doing our labors right here, man. We're doing our labors right
Yes,
here, man.
yes.
Because the Lord designed the nation of Israel to be kings and priests.
That's right.
You know, so we're doing our physical work
That's
and our
right.
spiritual work here, man.
That's right.
You know how basically I don't know how to describe it. Well, it's basically like we're putting all our work here now, so that later
No,
we
you
just have
described it earlier when you was talking about investment. So it's an investment. So we're
Yeah.
investing now.
Yeah.
We're getting our stocks now,
Yeah.
so we'll get our yields
Yeah,
later.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So we can just sit down on thrones and scepters and just,
That's right.
you know, relax and we'll have the Edomites in subjection.
Nah, me, I'm gonna be
you know?
hands-on, man. I don't know about you. I'm gonna be
What do you mean? What do you
hands-on.
mean?
I'm gonna be hands-on, man. I'm gonna be like, look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna be hands-on, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna be sitting down. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be whipping
You
it
know,
down,
Esau's
running
gonna be,
it down.
Esau's gonna be in the plantation.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be driving UFOs, going to
Yeah,
different
I'll be
galaxies and
inspecting
planets.
them.
You know, it's gonna be an interesting
Yeah.
time,
I
man.
said, where's my wash pot?
Yeah.
We did.
You know, we're gonna have overseers, Hamites to be overseers, because it says in our
Yeah,
book
yeah,
of
yeah,
Joel
yeah, yeah.
how the Sabaeans are
We're
gonna
gonna
be.
raise up.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
little ones.
definitely.
We're gonna raise up the little ones.
Yeah.
man.
The
Just
Sabians will
because you look good, you ain't getting saved. man.
No.
That's a cardinal
No, actually, you're gonna get worse.
Yeah.
is it Joel chapter 3? I believe it's that verse. Is it? Do you know the Sabaeans verse? It's Joel 2. Is it 3 and something? I can't remember.
It's in Joel, I believe.
Yeah,
The
so
Sabians.
yeah, we're
Joel 2
gonna
and 3.
yeah, because we're not gonna be wanting to focus on these Edomites too much, man.
Well,
Well, which really Ezekiel explains how the Lord is going to use the hand of His people to lay vengeance on Edom.
yes.
So we will lay hands on
Because
them.
he's using them to lay hands on us.
It's true. No,
But
you're
they
right, you're right.
furthered it.
It's true. They further the affliction.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because that's like,
And
okay.
do unto them what they done unto us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's
That's
like
what
somebody hit your son. So you tell your son, all right, go and hit him back.
Yeah.
And then your son bloody broke all his neck and everything. You're like,
Yeah.
son, you just supposed to hit him back.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, Joel 2 and 3.
Yeah, you took it far.
Joel chapter, is it? Go to 3.
Joel 3.
Is it 2 and 3?
Yeah, can't. 8, 3 and 8.
Joel chapter 3 verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into
No, start at verse the previous one 7.
7.
Yeah.
That's right.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place wherever ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Yeah, that's payback, man. Go
Even
ahead.
he that needed captivity shall go into captivity.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And they want to smash our babies. Now I understand why we're going to capture them.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tyree and Sidon, they're going to get it.
Go ahead.
I will sell your son, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them
Yeah.
as Sabians to
The Sabians, yeah.
Sabians, rather, to people far off, for the Lord have spoken.
Yeah, that's the the so-called Negroes, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell the Edomites to we're gonna give it to the Sabians, which are the Hamites, man.
Yeah, exactly.
The
yeah.
Hamites that have those bones in their nose, and this
And
thing in their
scars,
mouth,
the-
and
the-
all that stuff.
yeah.
The hair is all
We're
big
gonna-
and
I
give
know,
them
right?
over to the
What's that thing they
Africans.
put in the lip?
madness.
Disc,
lip-
yeah,
the
disc.
lip thing.
Yeah, disc, yeah.
Yeah.
Since they like to call us Hamites, we're gonna give them to the Hamites,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the Lord is basically saying. He says, since you want to call my people Hamites, I'm going to give you over to the Hamites.
You're going to find out who the Hamites really are.
You know? And then they're going to know
You're
there's a
gonna get a
difference
first
between
hand. Yes.
the children of Israel and the Ethiopian.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
That's in
I don't make a
Amos
difference between, yeah.
chapter 9 and Amos 9 and 7, I believe. No, it's still like, it's not Amos 9 and 7. It's Amos 9 and I think it's 9 and 6. I believe so. I'm not
Don't
sure.
ask me, I'm not the precept. Hey.
Freeze, bring it up.
Oh man, tell her I've got a bit of a cold.
Yeah, can't. 7,
Yeah.
7, 7, yeah.
Amos chapter 9 verse 7. And ye
Yeah.
are not as children of the
Are you
Ethiopians.
not?
Yeah, yeah. And ye not as
Yeah, are you?
and are ye so that's it. Are ye not as of the children of the are ye not as children of Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Question mark. Saith the Lord, have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? Question mark. And the Philistines from Kaphtor and the Syrians from Ker.
Just because there's a resemblance between the Ethiopians
don't get
and the
twisted.
so-called Negroes, that doesn't mean that they're exactly the
Oh,
same.
is that one of them coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got two. Man.
Yes. But yeah, man, there's a obviously there's a resemblance between the Ethiopians and the so-called Negroes.
Yes.
But that doesn't actually mean that we're the same exact.
There's a balance to
people,
that.
man.
Because remember, some Ethiopians, they're Israelites.
Of
Yes,
course.
yes.
Always a balance.
Yes.
Everything.
Of course.
Yes.
Always a balance.
That's common sense, but in that
They
context,
spoke
to
about
say
one
there's
in Acts. Is it Acts 10?
the
I
Ethiopian
know it's in
eunuch.
Acts, yeah.
Yeah,
The Ethiopian eunuch.
yeah, because there's a lot. Our people are
That's what I
scattered
needed
everywhere
for one.
in the
Exactly.
in the four corners of the earth, man. In the our people are scattered in the four corners of the earth, so we're
Right.
everywhere, man. Our people are in China, in Hong Kong,
Yep.
in Japan,
Yep.
in the India,
You know them,
all across the world, man. Our
Yeah.
people are scattered,
you know
man.
them sound clash, them China man.
Yeah,
Where-
man.
There's
Yeah,
one of them.
yeah, there's one of them in Badingham.
Ah, a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their
But there's
jakes,
one in
man.
particular. I think he won a song class in
Mighty
Jamaica.
Mouse.
He went to Jamaica
Yeah,
on a song
yeah,
class.
yeah. Japanese guy.
Yeah,
man.
Japanese guy. Yeah.
I didn't know damn Japanese.
No,
That's
no,
a
no.
Jake, man.
Yeah.
They did
Trust
sound
me.
clashes,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Cash and Benjamin. You have to be
I
Jake
know.
to do that, man.
I know.
Prince Nazim punching up
Hey,
Judah and
yeah,
Benjamin, bro.
hey.
He was punching up Judah and Benjamin.
That
He might
guy
be
used to-
Benjamin, you know.
I
That
feel
guy's
so. That guy
Benjamin,
used
the
to
way he
flip
moves.
into the ring and all
That
of that.
guy's
Yeah,
Benjamin, man.
he was serious enough.
Yeah, but
He
he
actually
still not
was.
box anymore, innit?
Nah. But when he was doing his thing, he was doing his thing. Yeah, but we look like everything, man.
Yeah.
We look like everything.
He's a Jake, man.
But it's the spirit that bear witness.
Yeah.
No Indian man ain't punching up Jake
Nah.
and Benjamin.
Nah.
Hey, you wanna know something about this?
Nah.
Come on, man.
You
That
understand
ain't
about
happening.
these Israelite foreigners is that
happening.
because these heathens
They
don't
got weak
realize
chins as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just
yeah,
one
yeah,
good
yeah,
connect
yeah,
and
yeah,
it-
yeah.
See, I didn't even give you a full whack. That's just that was a jab, but knock him out with a jab.
Yeah.
And one thing about these Israelite foreigners that people don't because they look like these heathens, the heathens will now be uplifting them as if it's them just doing it, you know. But they don't realize it's that's an Israelite.
And that's why we have to be spiritual, not carnal.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point now.
People just
beginning.
ask, who's your father? And then they go on. As I said, we've been sexing a lot for thousands
They
of
go
years.
to one generation.
This
Thousands of
colorism thing, I'm getting
Really,
to
and that's why
detest
I
it.
said
don't
that the
like
men of
it.
the Lord,
Yeah,
we're not
yeah.
we're not
that.
really racist, to be honest.
No.
We're nationalists.
Yes.
Because a nationalist is someone who cares about their nation. A racist
Sounds
is
good to
someone.
me.
A racist is someone who actually racially profiles someone due to the fact of their skin color.
Yes.
So what Samuel earlier.
Exactly.
But this
Yes.
is 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation,
God.
a royal priesthood,
Priesthood,
and
yeah.
holy nation, a peculiar people,
That's
that
right.
ye should show forth the praises of him who called you out
Yeah.
of darkness into the marvelous light. And we're peculiar people, man.
That's right.
We're the best, we're the talent, most talent,
That's
everything.
right.
With the sword.
Without
yeah.
us, there's nothing.
Exactly, man.
You know?
Exactly, man.
And that's the point. What you just said that without us,
There's nothing. There's no entertainment.
Because they
nothing.
are likened unto a drip that
There
falling
you go.
out of a bucket.
And that's like
Yeah.
a, for
Or the
everyone that
dust on
doesn't
the
know,
scale.
for the edification, that's like a bucket full of water and a little drop falls out.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing.
Hey, he writes scripture says salt of the earth, yeah.
That's right.
Now it's right there. It says
Yeah.
tasty food, man.
And when no salt, you need that
That's
salt,
it.
man.
It
You
says
need that
tasty
pepper.
food right there.
You need that flavour.
You need that
That
flavor.
flavor, man.
You know?
Yeah.
You need that, man.
Because without salt, you can't really have taste in something.
Exactly.
Man. That's the reason why the Edomites they feed off our energy, man.
Yes.
Even
So,
though they like to deny it, what's it called? The Arab man, he's using the mat, man. You know, the mat on the floor.
Mat.
And that's our thing, man. Even the Indians, they believe in
Even that
reincarnation.
it's got fringes on the end.
You see, got fringe at the end of it, yeah.
The mat, the prayer mat.
Yeah, even the Indians, man, they believe in reincarnation, man.
Yeah,
but they believe it in the wrong
And
context
you
of
can wear that
things.
turban thing as well, no?
Oh, those ones.
Do
Yeah,
you
those.
wear
Yeah,
those?
those ones.
The
Oh,
Moors.
what do you call them ones again? The Sikhs. Is it
Oh, yeah,
Sikhs?
that's
Yeah,
something.
6,
Yeah,
yeah.
We wear that one,
It's
yeah.
like a meter.
Mine's,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
mine's, yeah,
Mitre, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
They feed off our energy, even when it comes to the Moabites, karate, kung fu. That's the type
That's why
of
when we
David,
do it,
man.
we're better than them, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause
Exactly.
That's really us, man.
Even when it comes
Yeah,
to
that's right. That's right.
you know the what's it called, the Hamites, man. When it comes to the context of
No, but you see with the Hamites had some warriors. I'll give them that. They
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
They did. Yeah, they had some warriors.
Some of them are tools, bro.
But
yeah.
what we had is heart.
Yeah, that's the difference.
So Malak Dawada,
Like
he
lions,
demonstrated that because
Yeah.
my guy was banging up lions and
That's
bears
right.
and
Yeah.
so he's looking at the Hamite. You see,
Yeah.
You,
Heart. But when you have the heart of Yahweh Shai.
you uncircumcised freaking
Really?
Philistine, what?
Yeah.
And took him out.
He was about 10 foot or something.
He
9
was.
foot.
He
Tall.
was huge. What
I
you
got
looking
Reggie,
like?
he's 6'9", yeah? That's why I don't sound tall. He's like that.
You
I
are
look up
tall,
to
though.
him. Big Nigerian jet, you
Yeah,
know, built
and
as
then,
well. And he's 6'9". That's like Tyson Fury for him, but 9 foot? That's high, bro.
He had bravery, man. He had bravery.
Yeah, but so like you were saying it as well with some of the Gadites, some of the Asherites, Banyamyan. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, Asher.
they have it. Asher,
Gideon.
they have that
that's what Gideon we're
heart.
talking about. That's not trying.
It's hard to explain it. It's not based on physical
Yes,
prowess. It's
exactly,
just
yes.
in a core they got that.
Because that's why
he's
when
taking it.
Samuel came to David's brothers, they're
That's
bigger
right.
than him.
Much
And
bigger.
it was like, you know, it's you know, it's like, nah, it's not David. You know,
I know,
and
right?
that shows humbleness as well.
Yes.
But David ripped open lion's mouth, and
Yes.
when read Samson, he did it, and he didn't tell anyone.
And even
No, he
He
didn't.
didn't tell anyone.
He didn't.
Because everyone would have known that's the man. If you know, oh bro, he's the one. He ripped the lion's mouth open. They would have known. But he was humble about it, man.
And even David himself, the Lord loved David so much that
Yeah.
he cried to the Lord, and a chariot shot laser beams at the heathens, man. That's what happened one time, man. You know, so that's the Lord really loved King David, man.
Yeah,
and that's what's gonna happen.
he was counted for perfect, even though he did what
that
he
woman,
did.
innit? The woman,
But he
yeah.
was counted for perfect because even when it says a just man, I think it's in Proverbs,
Yeah.
a just man falls 7 times and gets back
Back
up.
up, yeah.
So when he fell,
Yeah.
he was so earnest in his repentance
Yeah.
that the Most High, counted it as,
Yeah.
don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because he loved the Lord,
Yeah.
When you read Psalms and you some of them Psalms, man, you could feel the pain. You could feel the love that he had for the Most High.
Right.
He loved the Lord a lot.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm telling you.
David loves Yahweh a lot.
I mean, all the prophets did, but with him, you
Yeah.
could feel it.
Yeah.
From young, innit? From little
Yeah,
boy.
man. Yeah, man.
Because the Lord helped him from when he was a baby,
Yeah.
So from when he was a baby, and,
Does it matter you being-
also as well, the Lord chooses the unexpected,
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
because the thing about King David was despised, man.
Yes.
King David wasn't really a person that people
And he went through a lot of tribulations as well.
It's true. King David wasn't really the person where people would be like, that's the guy,
Nah, exactly.
Even our Lord Yahweh Shai, he was underrated, man.
Exactly.
The Lord knows the heart of he knows
chooses the meek.
Yeah, he chooses the meek. He chooses the unexpected ones, the ones that are despised
that
of
he
many.
would
He knows the
bypass,
reins
yeah.
of hearts. Of
Yes.
men's hearts
Yes.
and intention.
Yes.
Trust me, and
It's like Paul, man. He was a gangster.
he was a killer.
So-
Paul,
you know what I
hey,
mean?
Paul or Saul, when you read,
Killer, man. And
When
he was
he-
killing the ones that believe that.
when he went into the testimony of what he went through, he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
He said he was shipwrecked twice.
blind.
He was blinded.
I can't imagine
He was in the water for 2
Yeah.
days. Just imagine you're shipwrecked in the water for 2 days. Then you landed on an island and a snake bit you.
Oh,
Man, this
And you
guy-
want to know something too about Paul? Yeah, is that
he was stoned
when
to death. He died,
did you slow stoned to them.
He was stoned to death, but they pulled him out and he managed to survive. But he most probably was unconscious.
Oh.
But yeah, he went through a
I
lot
didn't
of
even
stuff.
tell you, he changed from when he was tall.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So that shows humility as well.
Yeah,
Because he knew Yahweh Shai what he went through, man. That's what helps me.
touch his heart.
When he's, when he's fucking devils and demons, like, I always think, this is nothing. They spat on him. And I always say, not every second they called it when they messed our brother up, man.
No,
Not every
exactly.
second they done some
It's
bad
not-
shit.
it-
They did a lot of
Yeah,
wicked
man.
things to
A
him.
lot of wicked things,
Yeah,
man.
as soon as it says, there's so many things that Yahweh Shai did that even
Can't
the
be recorded.
can't
They
be
can't be
recorded.
recorded,
So
yeah.
there's so much stuff that happened that we can't even know, man.
And that's with good and bad. The miracles he did and what he
Yes,
went through.
yes.
You know?
So what is there is really just for our learning and as a faith.
right.
It's a summary to.
Yeah.
It's basically a summary of information that you
Yeah.
can use to get salvation. You know, that's what it really is. To be honest with you, is there more than that or no? So I think I was saying something. I forgot. I can't remember. Should I say something? But yeah, the Apostle Paul, even him himself, he was sent to speak. I think the Lord commanded people to speak to him. They're like, no, I'm not speaking to him. No, I'm not dealing with Paul whatsoever, man. Sorry.
Because they knew what he's like.
Yeah.
They were judging him when he
And
passed
this-
like. That's how bad he was, you know.
Yeah, like, I'm not
He's
dealing
like,
with-
this man, look.
He was
man.
a serious. But the thing about Paul as well is that he was highly intelligent as well. So when you read his letters, that's when you realize his intellect.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
very intelligent, but he was also a fearless man.
Yes.
And because he was fearless,
And that's
in
why
the-
the Lord knew he'd be fearless for him. That's one of the reasons.
That's the
he's definitely
spirit. That's
must have-
exactly what I was just gonna say. So you actually spoke my words for me. Exactly. I didn't
Must
even
have
have to
had
say.
that.
That's what I was gonna say.
And loyalty, all these things, it must have had him because this guy was persecuting believers, man.
And that's why when he was going hard for the truth, he went so hard.
Yeah.
He went like extra hard for the truth.
And probably because of what he's done in his past, it killed him into it, you know? You know what I mean?
He went as soon as his eye was unblinded. He went straight to the face to
And he
prophesy
was
there
going
and
so
there.
hard, man. He was going
As
so hard.
soon as the Lord opened his eyes to see, he went to prophesy there and there,
There
right
and there,
there
I
on
know,
the
I
stone
know.
right
Something
there.
like that would make you. Imagine blind, man. Like, just close your eyes. That is scary.
It is. It actually is.
Basically, he was kind of in Jonah's situation. Jonah was kind of blind for
He
3
was.
days,
He
man.
was.
Because if
Oh,
you're in
you're
a
darkness,
fish's,
because
He was
darkness.
inside the belly.
That's must be
So,
dark.
yeah,
There's
he
no
was
light.
There's no lights.
Jonah was basically blind, man.
He blind and
Yeah.
what you call it? There's a chamber they put you in where something sensory deprivation. So your hearing, I don't know about smell, but your hearing, your sight, all of that is deprived of you for 3 days.
Yeah.
That must be very weird.
And it's funny because when you look at the Bible, 3 is a very symbolic
It's a
number.
symbolic number, yeah.
Because when you analyze what was it called, the mark of the beast, that's 3 digits,
Right.
666.
Yeah.
When you analyze Yahweh Shai raised for the 3 days,
Yes.
the apostle Jonah was in the fish's belly for 3
3
days.
days, yes.
Paul was blinded for 3
For
days.
3 days,
If
yeah,
the New
that's right.
Testament has 27 books, so what's the mathematics? 3 times 3 times 3. What does that equal to?
And then
I'm
27.
I'm not a precept guy, I'm not a math guy either.
But, yeah,
I'm telling that wrong now.
but basically, 3 times 3
Anything
times.
dealing with numbers,
Yeah.
that's not me, bro.
But 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27.
Take your word
And
for it.
27 is the amount of books that are in the New Testament. So there's a lot of numerology in the scriptures, you know. So, well, yeah, go ahead. But the Lord does deal with numbers, though. Even when you go to Revelation 14 and the 14th chapter, it speaks about the 3rd angel.
Is it 3 gates or 4?
3 gates
Three.
on each side.
3 on each side, yeah.
Yeah, that's another number too.
Yeah.
Even the angel that's gonna
12,
bring.
believe it or not, is 3.
Yeah, 3 on each side. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12.
No, but 2 on 1 is 3, isn't it?
Yeah. But even the angel that's going to bring the consequence of those that have taken the mark of the beast, that's the 3rd angel in Revelation
Yeah, it's
14,
the
man.
3rd angel.
That's number 3.
And then you got a 3rd
Yeah.
that's gonna be,
I was thinking of that's a
and then you got
spirit.
2
I was
thirds.
just thinking about that. Right?
Oh yeah.
The man
It's true.
just-
So it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you're right.
You got a 3rd that's going to be saved, and 2/3 is going to be wow.
See it? You see it? There?
3. That's a 3. Wow. I didn't meditate on that like that. 2/3, 1/3. The number 3 is in there.
So it's an important number.
Numerology.
Wow. 2/3, 1/3. The Lord likes to use numbers.
For reasons.
And that 2/3 is it's a lot of people, you know.
It actually is.
It's a lot of
But if you
people.
think that 1/3's a lot.
No, but
You know,
Obviously
1/3
2/3 more.
one-third
I'm talking about 2/3 of
is-
1/3 of mercy. That's a lot as well.
No, but-
2/3 more than 1/3.
No,
But that's why I said, that's why we said, because we all agreed earlier on that the Most High, He's the power of division. He divides and he elects and he chooses and he refuses as well.
Yeah.
So if you read your heart or you read your spirit, or you just don't like, because He is power,
That's
so you
right.
just don't like you because He made you and you don't want it, so you just throw it away.
And that's
He
what I
can
said,
do
let the
that.
multitude perish because they were born in vain, man. And let my grace be kept.
That's right.
For with great labor have I made it perfect.
That's right.
And there's
That's
nothing
right.
that we can do. If the Lord is the one that created them and said, let them perish, then who are we to say anything, man? We just have to just get down
Has
with the
the
program.
potter power over the clay?
Well, there you go.
Yes, He does.
Yep.
That's why it says be more concerned how to
Yeah,
get
that's right.
saved and the righteous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the ungodly, there's too much weight to carry, man. You know, if you're focusing to persuade a Jake that says we're black people and we're Christians, you're putting in too much effort, man. It's easier to deal with those that are in the same mind frame as you.
And the thing is, the wicked were created for a purpose.
Yeah.
People forget
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
They were created for a
Spirits-
purpose, for
the
the day
spirits-
of destruction. They
And
were-
the vessels
and
take to
also,
destruction.
yes,
That's right.
but also they were created to do a job on us
Yeah.
when we don't do what we're supposed
Yeah,
to do.
it's true. It's true.
So they created for a purpose.
It's true.
Like you said, we've all been there before.
Oh man,
All been there. Hey, that's why the Lord told the angel told Daniel, you'll stand at your lot in the last end, man.
yes.
Because basically, you know, if they say the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophet. So if you were a prophet in the ancient world, you'd be a prophet in this time that we're living in, you know.
That's right.
You'll stand in your lot being a
That's right.
prophet, you know.
They stand in your lot. That's
Yeah.
right.
So that's the power, man. And
And going deeper than that, the lector, they made the world, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Alahaya, man.
Yes. Yes.
They've
That's
been
right.
there. Imagine that. It's
And-
crazy.
that's right.
That's why we're not supposed to know who's who, you know.
Yeah.
Someone
and
who's
yeah.
Ezekiel, the way they'll treat you, man.
Yeah.
Telling you,
Right.
they'll kiss your ass, man.
And you want to know something too? Is that the elect?
Ezekiel was a very spiritual one, you know.
Yeah.
No, you're not-
Ezekiel.
that's why we're not supposed to know who's who.
And one thing about the elect as well is that they were with Yahweh Shai in the beginning, creating.
Yes.
And they're gonna also be after the wipeout of the 2/3, they're also gonna be part of that first dominion.
Yes.
Creating, man, the kingdom, man, that 1,000 years.
Just to validate the point, when Saint John, who was Yahweh Shai's cousin, he didn't know he was Elijah. They were asking him,
Oh, is
and he
it?
didn't know. But Yahweh Shai said in the spirit,
Yeah.
he's Elijah.
Wow, see that?
Yeah.
But he
knows
didn't know.
all things. He
Yeah,
He
exactly.
knows, yeah.
So that's just to validate what you said. That's why we don't know.
Wow.
Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry, darling.
Yahweh Shimei Shai
Shalom
Shalom
Rayam.
The Most High gonna destroy you.
No, he's already destroyed. He's a walking dead.
Damn devil, man, sweetheart, waiting off your fucking sweetheart, man.
Did you see the look that you gave us?
He's trying to ignore it.
Oh, no,
You know
sweetheart,
yourself.
yeah,
Just get
yeah,
pissed
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Trying to get it
Yeah,
out.
I used to sell out 24/7, but
In
now
the world, people like
I reached
that.
a point now it's like,
Listen, in the world, people like that. My training was soaked in blood one time. I think it was about come home. Boss is like, what's that smell? You know what I'm saying? Because the damn man had he's dressed as a woman. I said, are you cigarette, mate? I was with 10 of my brethren to the world just like 15 years ago. He's like, no. I said, what? I was the first one to go. Blood soaked in my
Stumped
trainers,
him
man.
out.
This guy's lucky I'm not in the world, man. People like that.
This is sweetheart, you know, he's
People
mad,
like
you
that
know.
lucky, man.
He's mad, you know. This is what we have to
and
go
he saw,
through.
he saw the thing, you know.
Yeah,
But you know,
Everybody
it's
has a
Satan
spirit,
trying to
it's a
quench the spirit.
I know, yeah.
That's all it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't call us sweetheart. He must be mad, you know. Sweetheart.
When he got the Salat Rayam, he's like, what? Rocking to
He's alright, he's already fucked, man.
Yeah,
He's
dead
already
dead.
He's already finished.
Already dead, man.
What's it called again? This is not your rest. The part
Yes.
is not your rest.
Yes, it's
yeah,
not our
man.
rest.
The place is polluted, man.
Yes.
It's polluted, man. the women are just, you know, disorganized, dysfunctional. You know, the men are just batty, man. It's just, it's actually, it's crazy, man.
Well, it's spiritually Sodom
And Gomorrah.
and Egypt. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was 5 cities. I think it was 5 cities, but the ones we know is Sodom and Gomorrah, and Egypt, and Babel.
Yeah, it's true.
So when you read Revelations and it mentions that, it's actually the best way to explain what it is.
It's true.
Because it's confusion.
Yeah.
It's well, I don't want to say gay because they misuse the word. It's Sodom.
Yeah.
Even
That's-
faggot, but no, he said
Mandela
It's
sticks.
it's the bungalow, that's what it is.
Yeah. Micah chapter 2 verse 10, arise ye and depart, for
That's
this
right.
is not your rest,
It's not.
because it is polluted,
That's
it
right.
shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
That's right.
Yeah, and this place
Most are so specific, even with sore destruction,
Yeah.
not just destruction.
Sore
Just like when he
destruction.
says, the virgin shall mourn. He doesn't say whore shall mourn,
Yeah.
the virgin. So what does that show
Virgin,
you? If you're a whore, you're fucked.
true.
Because even a virgin is going to be fucked up somewhere.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. That's
Very
deep.
specific.
He's laughing. He's
Wow.
laughing.
Strange
Wow,
world. Look at
I
that.
know, right?
Strange world.
Strange world, man.
Place beyond your imagination.
Read the Virgin shall mourn. Read it, man. Read it. Read it out, man. The Virgin shall mourn. It's true. If the Lord said, yeah, the Virgin is gonna mourn, yeah, then how much more the other, like the ones that are unvirgins, man?
That's why, you know,
What's their predicament gonna
You know,
be?
these ones get sick and they look nice. Just because you look nice, you're not getting saved. But that means you're getting away from your wickedness.
Really, the Lord is getting there
Raise
right
up
for
the
the
little
harvest
ones,
because
Because he's not partial in his judgment. It's not based on
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
looks.
Exactly. Yeah, we read that before.
Because if you analyze these women, back in the days they used to wear tight jeans, man. But now they've removed the layer where now they're wearing leggings, man. And very soon the leggings are going to be removed and it's going to be number 3. Oh my, sorry. Yeah. So it's layer by layer. Well, first it was the jeans, now it's the leggings. So Jacob's trouble is going to, you know, basically be legging removal season, man.
Yeah.
It's,
Go ahead.
it's 2 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 33. The virgin shall mourn,
That's right.
having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands.
Yeah.
The daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, so hey, it says the virgin is gonna mourn, man. That's a woman that has been undefiled, man.
Untouched.
Untouched.
You know?
Yo.
Untouched woman, man. A woman that hasn't
To have some beautiful buff woman that's had many men really be saved because of her looks.
a woman that hasn't a flower that hasn't been pollinated by a bumblebee.
That's right. That's
You know, that's what it is. So if a woman that hasn't been pollinated, hasn't lost her virginity, man. Because back in the ancient world, if you slept with a woman, they'll put if you slept with her, they'll put like the bed sheet
the
inside
sheet,
like a jar
Yeah.
and close it to show
That's right.
proof and evidence that you
That's right.
took her virginity, man.
That's right.
But now when you sleep with these women, there's not going to be any blood leaking on the bed. Good luck to you having blood leaking on the bed, man. if you're waiting on blood leaking on the bed, she probably poured Ribena on that bed, man. She probably poured Ribena on that bed and probably threw it inside the bin to pretend that she lost her virginity, man. You know? So you better start a little smell that one. Smell like Ribena, I'm saying.
Hey, brothers,
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel it. The cold.
Yeah, we're closing out now.
No. Oh, you
feeling
because
from light time, my brother.
No, because I have a cold as
Same
well.
here.
It's true.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is pretty. You get a cough
Yeah,
with this.
yeah.
We'll just-
No, I had to, yeah. Because I was going to take one and I said no.
We'll just say we'll have a couple that's because yeah,
Yeah.
let's close out. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises,
Glory.
glory
To
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahasham,
Yahushai,
Waha,
Waha,
Wadash.
Shalom.
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 Kwam ya shalom.
Bad for